I think one thing that can be really helpful is if people learn how to journal your thoughts.
Yes.
Could have the same effect as if you're talking to someone, because sometimes I think people need to hear themselves say something and then they're like, okay, maybe, like I remember one time I was telling my sister something that had happened, and because I was saying it out loud, and then I realized like this is not me, like it's as if I'm describing someone, so I didn't even wait for her. I just went on to say, you know what, I've gotten my answer. This is not me. This person needs to be put in check and all these things. So I think the best thing sometimes is to even write it down, read it, and then see like, you know what, this is the solution. Because that's personally, that's something I'm trying to do, learn to journal more, because I'm just to see like the way I'm thinking now, would I be still be thinking that way in 5 years time? I'm trying to document growth, you know.
Yeah.
So I think this is something that could help other people. And also, and sometimes you telling people are going to run with it. Tell the next person, and you're gonna be hearing your problem. I've had things when I go to, I say Pastor ABCD, and then the next thing I hear, the wife is writing her on her Facebook wall, her ministry. Oh, I'm like, this is the truth. You put home down. Like, just telling your husband, I don't know how it got you, and now it's on your Facebook wall. So yeah, so to me, it's like it's kind of dangerous to be
It is.
Yeah.
running your
I'm
mouth.
big. I'm big on
Listen.
journaling as well. Do you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a tip. It's not for everybody. I'm quite spiritual. So
Yeah,
I like to meditate.
yeah.
The journaling session that you have after you've meditated,
Yeah.
amazing. The clarity that you get.
Wow.
Just sit with it, breathe through it. There's Christian meditations, there's just even meditations that you just sit in silence and just breathe through it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
clarity that you get after when you journal, when you meditate is amazing, amazing clarity. Another
Mm,
thing is there's something bothering me about anyone, anything, or sometimes you get, sometimes you get recurring memories that are just disturbing from things that you didn't quite deal well with.
mm,
Again, I suffer from PTSD, so I get all sorts of memories come up for me. And now I've learned that deal with those things when they come up. Journal through it. When you write things over, and sometimes you go through, you have different get to different points of realizations, and it helps you work through. So times when those things come up, they're not as unpleasant.
Yeah.
It could be a
yeah.
situation you went through with someone, or someone. Just write about them, write about your feelings for them, break it right down so that you understand yourself better. It is a
Mm,
great point,
mm,
journaling, definitely. If you feel like you need that talking outlet and maybe you can't go to therapy, journal. I think she hit the nail on the head there. Journaling is a good point. It's something I've been doing for pretty much my whole life. And I
Wow.
think
mm.
as I've gotten older, I've been more intentional about it, because I realize I'm one of those people, even to speak, sometimes I struggle to express myself. Sometimes you're feeling things so deep that you have no words for it.
Yeah.
Journaling, amazing way to let it out. Great
Mm.
outlet.
Wow. Do you know, it's funny though, like how the devil sometimes says, oh, Christians should not meditate and stuff
Mm.
like that. You know what? The thing is, there is power in meditation. There's
Absolutely.
different types of meditation, though. As a Christian, you can actually, like Barbara gave me a link with like verses led meditation, and the Bible says the word meditation a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
meditate on the word, meditate, think upon these things. That's how you get clarity, right? That's how you get. It's such a powerful thing, and it's a shame that in church sometimes it's even frowned upon.
On
Yet
yeah.
a godly thing to do, and yet the world is taking this and running with it, and
Yeah.
they're getting clarity, having their answers come to them and stuff that like that. And this is something that I've just, a realization that I've just had, like, now we need to be meditating, we need to
Mm,
be meditating,
mm,
we need to be writing down your thoughts, like how that verse says, like, write the vision down and things. So these are all spiritual principles. They're simple but very powerful. Or should I say tools?
Yeah.
Spiritual tools, very simple but powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, even something like going for a walk. Yeah. Another thing
Mm.
that could be strong meditation is connecting with all your five senses. Is it five senses we have?
Yes.
Dumb, dumb moment here. All your five senses. I think people try and say there's more than five, and there could be more than five. Anyway, that's a
Really?
debate for another day. Yeah. But even just connecting with all your senses, even just things like when I'm in a funk, and when I say when I'm in a funk, times when I feel particularly very low, it's like, sometimes you just feel like you're not in your body. I don't know if anyone
Mm.
ever feels this. Even just taking a walk, like I like to go to the beach and put my feet in the cold water, even just feeling that on my feet, feeling the
Mm.
wind on my skin, feeling the breeze, and just paying attention to all those things. It makes you feel so much more alive and in your body, and it can give you so much clarity.
Yeah.
Give you so much clarity. So even that is a good way
Yeah.
to meditate. But yeah, Nisha, did you have any other boundaries you wanted to add that you've sort of set in place that you feel like have now become a part of your personality or strengthens you within your personality, your character, your
The
values?
peace is definitely a big one. And I think that kind of encompasses a lot of other just little and small boundaries and the ways that I do that. Just would definitely be boundaries around my time. I think it's easy to become overcommitted, and that's kind of something that I'm dealing with right now. I think I'm overcommitted, or I just need to be more intentional about putting things that really matter to me in my calendar and in my schedule, being intentional about my time of devotion, being intentional about my time of rest, where I don't want to do nothing. I just want to Netflix and chill. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like just being intentional about little things. Like this is a time for me. This is a time for rest. This is a time where I just want to read or I just want to do something. And just making sure that I have clear restrictions around my time so that the things that can actually help me and benefit me are being done. I think a lot of times, like, we could be so caught up in committing ourselves to other people's visions and other people's dreams and other people's desires, and we forget the thing that we want to do and don't actually do the thing that could help us as individuals. So that's kind of where I am right now, just being very intentional about what I do with my time and keeping boundaries around my time and being okay with those boundaries that I set. I was telling one of my friends the other day, like, the job, working, whatever job that I've been put on, I really believe that if God has opened the door, there's a reason. Even if I leave after 2 weeks, there's a reason I was there for 2 weeks. But whatever it is that God has committed to me, I'm required to be a good steward over. Whether it's a job, whether it's a friendship, whether it's my role in church, or whatever it is, whatever God has given to my care, I'm responsible for being a good steward over that thing. God has also given Dwanisha to my care. God has also given me to my care. And
I
so
love that.
I have to be a good
Powerful.
steward
That is
over myself as well. If I'm not being a good steward over myself, then I have failed. I can't try to steward over everything else and I'm not stewarding over myself. I would not have done well with what God has given to me. And so that's just
yes.
kind of where I'm at right now.
I love
Mm,
that. Nisha, that was
yeah.
so powerful. I needed to hear
Mm,
that.
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Because it's
mm,
so easy to get caught up in everything else. And it's like, but Barbara needs me too.
Mm.
mm,
Barbara
Yes.
needs my love too. And that's really meant to be the focus of my life right now, you
mm,
Yeah.
know? Because I
mm,
had a huge, huge, crazy, huge mental breakdown
Mm.
last year. And
mm,
since then, I was just like, no, I'm my first priority. It has to be
mm,
me first. Everything else comes later. Hence why I can't always tell you I've been someone with strong boundaries. The
Mm-hmm.
journey here has been long and hard. Boundaries in place. And it's like, yeah, they're in place. But the love I have for this people take over. Or
Yeah.
mm,
like, that soft spot takes over or something. I had
mm,
to be driven to the depths of hell. I am so sorry to make it
Mm-hmm.
sound so dramatic, but that's what it felt. The
Yeah.
depths of hell for me to stand up for myself and say no more. I'm going to start putting myself first. I'm not here to carry everybody on my shoulders and on my back. And sometimes people are not even trying to let you carry, but you've carried it so much, it's become the norm. Sometimes it's not even on people, it's on you. So that's self accountability, even taking accountability and saying, no, girl, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was very powerful, Nisha. Thank you for that. And I think it's easy for us to express that we have these boundaries, we have that boundaries. Boundaries are an ongoing thing. Sometimes you have them, but you let them down. You let them slip and fall. I can 100% say I haven't always been this strong in my boundaries, but now more than ever, I'm sorry. You'll be hitting a steel wall because I'm ready for you. I'm ready. Because now I'm just like, no, because I know where I'm coming from and I know where I'm trying to go. So no, no more. So yeah, it's also something that's an ongoing process. People, I'm sure along the way will pick up new boundaries along the way, because sometimes that's just life. And just because we're talking like this, like we have these boundaries, doesn't mean we've always had it figured out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say what Nisha said, right? That is like the bow that wraps up everything we've been talking about.
Yeah.
The thing, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So if you're a person who always like gives so much of yourself, but what are you pouring into yourself? What are you doing to manage yourself, your mental health, happiness? It matters. All of these things matters, and sometimes it's good that you'll be able to actually give out of yourself to others as well. So absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So I think the last boundary I'll share, I think we've got like pretty much between us, we've got more than 3 for sure. We've got like 5, but I'm going to share one more. Let's make it 6. Is it's okay to say no. Gets very comfortable very quickly in saying no. Sometimes it feels uneasy, it feels uncomfortable, but please, I beg you, if you're listening to this and you're someone that always says yes, start learning how to say no. It will run you dry. You will be depleted. And I think between Nisha and I don't know about Kit, but I can tell you, we have been people that never had no boundaries. And I'm telling you, we've seen the dark side. We have seen the darkness. We have really, I think we'll talk about mental health and our low points in another episode.
Yeah.
But believe you me, we have seen it. So please, 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 please learn how to say no for your own good. We have one last question in this episode, and it's think back to like building your confidence. Back to confidence, like we spoke about last time. What sort of values or which part of your identity that have you felt like you've had to even build confidence in? For me, the first one would be the boundaries. For I'll say the boundaries topic where Kit spoke about backlash. I had to build confidence in boundaries and taking on the backlash. I had to really enforce it to myself that Barbara, this is just how it is. This is just who you're going to be. And I built the confidence to the point where if you tell me you're horrible, it's okay. If you tell me you're a wicked person, you're going to hell, let me go and bend. I'm okay with it. Because I know myself. I know my values. I know who I am. I know why I've set these boundaries for myself. So in fact, bring the backlash 10 times over. I am ready. I'm ready. I had to build strong confidence. And when I'm telling you, I will fight you for my life if you come for me on that topic. Believe me, I will fight you for my life. I won't be rude. And, I don't condone violence, but I will highlight it for you to know that I think right now you're being very silly. I will drag you to filth so that you know that what you're doing right now to me is abuse.
Yeah.
If you cannot respect my boundaries, then stay in your lane and mind your business. I have had to build the confidence in that area because the backlash will come. So I think that's one thing I can link back to in a way of even building confidence in the boundaries that you have and just knowing this is it. I've set these boundaries and this is it. I don't care what comes at me. I don't care. I don't care the storm. I am ready. I have raincoats.
Yeah. You're right. I think something you just said if you're not respecting my boundaries, then it's abuse. And I was
Yeah.
like, geez, I think that could be a topic in and of itself.
It,
But
yes,
it's
exactly.
it's so true, because if my boundaries are to protect me and not drive me into a dark place, or not drive me into a place that doesn't necessarily benefit who I'm becoming, then it really is abusive. And it's abusive to try to impose yourself over those boundaries, or to insult me because I have those boundaries. It literally is an act of abuse. And you don't love me. If you don't respect my boundaries, you don't love me. Because if this helps me, then why not be okay with it? But yeah, I would say my answer to that question would be to trust yourself. To trust yourself. And that just means trust myself in the decisions that I make, trust that I have been raised correctly to make good decisions. I have the wisdom of God to make good decisions. And I don't have my decisions don't have to be pre-checked unless it's really stupid, right? But my decisions don't have to necessarily be pre-checked or pre-approved by anybody. I think I'm competent. I think that I have proven that I make the decisions with my life. And I don't always need my decisions to be pre-approved. I don't need my decisions to align with anybody' expectations either. I can trust myself to make good decisions for my life. And also with that, trusting my voice, trusting that I have my own opinions, I have my own thoughts, and even if it's not necessarily agreed with, unless they're completely left field. I mean, and you have some of the thoughts and ideas that people have sometimes, and you go, if I had that person's confidence, I would never shut up, but only my thing, what I say would make sense. But sometimes, like, you feel like you can't speak up, and I think a lot of that comes from how I've grown up. I didn't always feel like I had a voice inside of my home, and so you just kind of carry that into adulthood a little bit. So I'm learning, one, to trust myself, and I'm learning to trust my voice more. Yeah.
Powerful. Amazing.
Mm,
It was
very
really
powerful.
amazing. And yeah, you're grown. It's okay to trust your own voice, your thoughts and things.
Yeah.
You're grown. It's okay to trust your voice, even your intuition. It's okay to trust the amount of times I didn't listen to my intuition. And I wish I did.
Regret.
Yeah.
Regrets.
There's something we say
Like,
here. We like, I don't know, but like here we say, one mind told me. We'd be like, one mind tell me not to do that, or one mind tell me not to trust this person, or you know what I mean? And we'd be like, yeah, you listen to that one mind, listen to it, because a lot of times, like, we are so much more spiritual than we are natural. And a lot of times what you can't really pick up on the natural, you could pick up in your spirit, and you'd be like, I don't know what it is. But you picking up on something, trust that.
But for me,
anyway.
I used to do the how can I say it? So this is something I learned fairly early on. Like if somebody comes in with negative energy, I'm really quick to say, nah, this is not for me. But then it's come as I grew up with not many friends, guys. Not many. That's the truth.
And that's okay. I'm big on energies as well. I told someone last time, someone said, I can't remember what they asked me. And I said, I can tell, I can pick on energies.
Yeah.
And I can, especially now more than ever. Or sometimes it's just bad energy. If something about you doesn't quite align with me, I'm sorry, be going with your peace and let me be also going with my peace. Because if you now come and mix us together, there will be no peace. So let me be going peace of mind, you be going peace of mind. We don't have to. We don't gotta go there, boo. And if it means I have no friends, then so be it.
Yeah. So the one friend that I eventually ended up cutting off, not eventually, actually was quite quick. She was like to me, don't cut people off so quickly because you end up just burning bridges and you'll be sort of alone. But then I thought there might be some truth to it, really, because and then I thought that maybe if I cut people off, I should also give them time to realize their toxic traits and realize and grow. And then I should be open to letting them in later on in life. I think that's That's been my motto.
I see why your motto is that way, but let me just say, like I said earlier, I give chances. I give people a chance. I give you a chance. And if you just rub me off the wrong way one too many times, I'm sorry. Sometimes there's no coming back unless you're my family. My family, no matter how long I've cut you off, if you go and sort yourself up and you come, you're my family. I can't tell you I extend that grace to everybody. No, some people really, 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 really drag you to the filth. And I'm sorry. When that bridge burns, it's gone because you never poured anything valuable into my life. So what am I won't chance it that you're coming back to pour back in anything into my life. Just go. Be gone in peace. But go.
Yeah. You know, I've had a friend who it was really a difficult friendship where, you know, a lot of people just leave her, but then I kind of tolerated her. And then I came to a point to say, no, I just can't be friends with this person. And then they came back again, maybe let's say 2 years later. And then I ended up in the same spot. It's like people never really, it's rare for people to actually change.
Same.
And like, yeah.
And for me, I think there's rare occasions that people do change. But at the time that you've changed, you've caused me too much trauma for me to want anything to do with you. I am traumatized. Your face, your existence gives me bad memories. Go away. Like, you know, at this point, you have traumatized me. So whether I do believe people do change, 100%. Some people, not everyone, but some people do change. It's whether I'm willing to stick around or not. I'm not. How do you love people from afar?
Yeah, how do you do that?
I mean,
you just wish them well, pray for them, whatever it is, and just let it be. That's how you any sort of ill feelings in your heart. Don't harbor any sort of hate. Wish them well. Genuinely wish them well and hope they can do better and be better for themselves. And just let it go because they've traumatized you. Me, when you've traumatized me, I'm sorry. I'm traumatized. Even if you change, unless you really change and you really come with something extraordinary, which is very unrealistic sometimes. I'm traumatized. I'm not building back any bridge. I'm traumatized. What do you want me to do?
If someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Who said that?
Was it Maya Angelou?
Maya Angelou. Believe them the first time. And then I like to say, if someone is something to someone else, if the conditions are right, believe them, because they'll be that to you too when the conditions are right. So love them from afar, like Barbara said. I just, God bless you, and not in the southern, like, bless your heart way, like in the real honest, like, God bless you. It's fine.
I like people don't change and some bridges can't be built. Yeah, sure, they probably can, but it's whether I'm willing to build it or not. And most of the time, unless you're a family member, I'm not willing to build it.
Yeah. And it's like the depth of the trauma too, the depth of the pain that you cause.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's just
too heavy.
Going back.
It's too heavy. Your disrespect was too loud.
Yeah.
Or your drama, the dramatic energy about you was too much. So bye. So we are going to end our episode today by sharing 5 things that give us the ick.
Explain the ick now. Explain it.
Something that happens or something that someone does that just ick. like, you know, it's a turn off. Very strong. And that's how I think I can define it, as a turn off. It just puts me off, and it's not like the turn off where I'm like, I'll compromise. I'm turned all the way off.
Okay.
Does someone want to look? Should I look up the definition, the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, the Urban Dictionary says, ick is most commonly known as something that's a turn off when you have romantic interest in someone. Alternatively, can be used to describe something that makes you uncomfortable or weirded out.
Okay. So it's relationship or not really, like just anything.
Yeah, if it makes you uncomfortable or weirded out. But I was thinking we should do 5 icks each with the opposite sex. in,
Okay. This is
in
gonna be
mind.
interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I have made notes of mine. First of all, let me go first. So this is the end of this episode. Yeah, I think it would be a fun activity for us to do.
Okay.
The 5 things that give me the ick. It's when people are a bit over familiar. Men in the beginning stage or wherever, you're a bit overly familiar. Why are you calling me babe? When is the first day you're talking to me? Who's your babe? Boo?
Yeah.
Who is your babe? Or like after 2 brief conversations, mind you, that's my girl. Who's your girl? Me, I'm not your girl.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not your babe. Don't babe me. I personally, especially with someone calling you babe, you have to be my man, be my boyfriend. Then you can babe me.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something you build towards the babe. Like,
yeah.
I can't just be babing you, so don't babe me.
Yeah.
So it's that over familiarity that comes in the beginning. It's like they've known you all your life. When in reality, you've spoken to me for 10 minutes. The first conversation was 5 minutes. The second one was also 5 minutes. Don't babe me. I'm not your babe.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, something that gives me the ick. God told me you're my wife.
Hey, Jesus! Jesus is Lord! I am not your wife. Not yet. But you know what? Can I just play a bit of confusion person here?
Girl.
I feel like some of these icks, if it comes from someone you really like, when I really like you and you say to someone that's gonna be my wife, I'll be dancing.
Yeah,
I'll be like, baby, that's where I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be anything less than your wife.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes it also depends on where it's coming from. Because if someone I truly like says God told me to be your wife, I'll be like, he told me.
You'd be happy. You'd be like, yeah, really?
I'll be like, God told me too. When is the wedding? Because I'm ready.
But if it's those random men who just like
the ones that are trying to get to know, like, I haven't given you any green card. Like, you know, when you give them, like, you can give them hints that you like them. Fine. But I haven't given you any hints. I've literally just smiled and showed my teeth. Is that how low the standard is? You're mistaken in kindness for what? I want to be your wife. I'm sorry. I don't.
They think you want them.
For me, it's talking negatively about their ex, like annihilating them and saying how almost like she was a witch or something, you know. What you were saying, sir?
That's such a huge red flag, though.
Because what is he gonna say about you if you become his ex? Who are you?
No, but why are we even talking about your ex? Why? They're gone.
Exactly.
That way.
Exactly. But if somebody maybe who stalks your social media accounts to find out the type of person that you are, and then it's like when you talk to them, like, oh, by the way, I love this. It's like you seem to like everything I like. You know so much.
Icky.
Well, you're on social media, sir.
Big ick.
Yeah.
Big. That is icky. Like, you know, when they try and find out all your different interests and say, oh, that's weird. That's weird behavior.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah. And also being forward. I had a guy once like take pictures of me, start to make collages. This is like on the second date. Oh, I'm going to show my mommy picture. He's in the restaurant in front of everyone, like getting on one knee. But then he was just really being extra. Extraness gives me the
extra
ick. Extra. Lift me up in front of
sometimes it doesn't even matter if you like them. They do 1 or 2 things, you're just I beg, go away.
There's some personalities I'm like, nah, this is not me. Because now I'm thinking if I have a child who's like this, like God forbid something happens and I get married to this person and I have a child and they have this personality.
Man.
Another thing that gives me the huge ick. Do we all know what negging is?
Yeah.
No.
Should I read the diction? Read let me read.
Yeah.
Negging. People that want to neg you, I will drag you for filth. Know that. If you try that with me, Sarah, you have tried the wrong babe. Because I
Yeah.
will drag you for filth. For example, I had this guy recently hitting on me, and he started with something like, "Oh, he'll come in and make all these rude comments at work." Then he asked for my number after. Then he had the nerve to make some rude comments. Whenever he made the rude comments, I just look at him. In fact, I laugh with him because you a joke, sir. You're a clown. So I was laughing with him, and he was like, "Oh, I've realized I'm so rude to you." This was before he asked for my number. "Oh, I've realized I'm so rude to you. Doesn't it bother you?" I said, "No, it doesn't bother me." He said, "What if I'm not joking and I mean them?" And I said, it still doesn't bother me. He was like, "Oh, you must be so full of yourself." Hell yes, I am, baby. I am. Have you seen me? I'm a fine babe. I'm a child of God. I am full of myself. What's the alternative? To be low? Like to not be full of myself, then what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because if you thought those rude comments was actually going to end up in me giving you my number, you must be crazy. Wrong girl, wrong place, wrong everything, wrong situation. You're a clown. You are a clown. When you're trying to, he was like, "Oh, I thought you have such a pretty girl name till I heard your name, such an old woman name. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make me find you attractive. Why are you asking for my number?"
Right.
In a million years, I wouldn't even look your way. I'm sorry, but that's just it. So why are you even asking for my number? You know you're punching above your weight. You know it. You have seen it. You are punching above your weight, and you just don't know how to handle it. So you want to be rude, thinking it will knock my confidence. You are in trouble because my confidence is not going anywhere. It's staying right here. It's intact.
Yeah.
He tried so that's what negging is. It's like when people make rude comments to kind of neg you, then it's like a manipulation tactic. Then they try and sort of make a move after. So the definition says it's an act of emotional manipulation whereby a person makes deliberate backhanded compliments or otherwise flirtatious remarks to another person to undermine their confidence and increase the manipulator's approval. That's what it is. Yeah, and sometimes it could be backhanded compliments. You're so pretty, but oh, you're such a great person, but if only you did know, honey, I'm not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You are punching above your weight and you know it. You are insecure.
Yes.
Big ick.
Must be immature.
It's a big ick.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So I was just saying that it's very immature for real men don't do that.
You're grown.
They don't.
You're too grown.
Do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another ick. Nisha, I think you've only given one.
Another ick is when those guys who have to try to prove like that they are something, who are always talking about what they have, who they know.
That's on my list. That's on my list. The showing off.
Yeah.
It's on my list. Really serious ick.
Big ick.
Big ick.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you look like anything other than insecure. To me. To me, it just makes
what are you what are you trying to prove?
Yeah,
you're all those things, but where's your personality? Where's the character? Because that's what I need. At the end of the day, that's what I really and truly need. Your car isn't going to do anything. I can still get from destination A to B.
Yes. Yeah, or try to make themselves seem bigger than they are. It's like, okay, and what if that goes away today? Like, what do you have? What if it goes away tomorrow? Like, what do you have at the end of the day? Yeah, no, that big turn off.
When I'm in situations like that, I'll listen to you. And when I'm done, you'll never really hear from me. Or I just know, I make that decision. I observe and I've already decided this conversation, I'm never even going to have a conversation with. This isn't going anywhere.
This is the first and last.
I'll let you speak. And you can feel like the big man that you think you are, but just know you're a clown.
There's It's shallow behavior. Shallow
Yeah.
people.
It's very shallow.
Mm.
Okay, do you have any other icks? I think you've given like 3 or 4.
I've got so many.
We can go on forever. Okay, another ick that I had was the hero complex.
Mhm.
It's a huge ick of mine. People that they're like, I can do this for you. I'm gonna save you. Gonna save who? Save yourself first.
Mhm. Mm.
Yeah.
Don't come here and save me. I don't need saving.
Mhm. Mhm.
Please.
Also, like lack of morals.
Oh, that's a big ick.
Yeah.
That's not even an ick. That's a say bye. Boy bye.
Definitely.
That's a boy bye.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just people are just really godless. Let me just put it like that. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to ask people, like, are you really asking me this question? Like, how is that okay in your head? Like, in your head,
Yeah.
how is it okay to ask me this inappropriate question?
For me,
Like-
if you do that to me, if it's a call, I'm cutting the call and I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, don't call me again. And if it's a text, I will you. You've been talking to yourself till you decide the girl's not gonna reply. So let me mind my business. I will you. Like I won't respond to that. What do you want me to
Yeah.
say?
Mhm.
Inappropriate, even when it comes from friends or people that you just know. And they
Mm.
make weird remarks like that. I'm sorry, you're not my friend anymore. Go away.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
mad disrespectful and it's icky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The next thing that I have on my list is physical aches.
Bring them on. I want to hear
Let's
these.
hear this.
I don't know what it is, but recently I've been noticing a lot of dirty ears.
Right.
Did it is.
Really?
It sounds terrible. Because sometimes I walk past someone or their clothes and you look that way and it's like, why are your ears so dirty? Clean them. Go buy cotton buds. Jesus. Like, do you not check?
That is
Do you
so
not check?
funny.
It's a big ick.
Yeah.
And this is not even like someone that's it's just an hey, no, baby, bye, baby. I can't. Like what? And dirty fingernails. No, it's not okay, boo. We're in COVID era. Clean your nails. Wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay. It's a big ick. Those are like my physical icks.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like the dirty ears is such an out there
so
one?
Funny though.
But I think it's because I'm short, and when I stand,
you could see
people,
it. It's right there.
Yeah,
It's in
like
your
the
line
angle.
of vision.
Like I'm looking like this. So when I turn around and you're there, and your ears are, your profile is turned.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, imagine how dirty your ears must be for me to be able
someone
to
see it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sweet baby Jesus. Oh God, no. It's a no. If I like you, if I really like you and I go on a date and your ears are this like that, no,
what
sorry.
would you do?
Unless you're
like, what would you do?
I won't say much, but if it's like something that's constant, unless if I build the relationship with you, I'll just be like, I'm sorry, babe, you need to clean your ears. I think that's normal when you're like already my boyfriend. But I don't know if I would want to make I would want to be with you if I see your ears that dirty. If you're going on a date, clean your ears.
Hopefully they do.
Ears.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't. But I mean, but if people are here not
just,
cleaning their ears, then maybe a date don't matter.
It's just a big ick. Or if you're going on a date, at least clean your fingernails. I mean, I haven't had anything like that on a date before.
Yeah.
But it's just like when you see it, it's icky. Yeah. No. If I went on a first date or if I like someone even to the point where I actually want to go on a date with them and I see that on the first date, I'll find an excuse to say bye.
No way. Would you really?
I think I would because I would think you're just, yeah.
What else aren't you taking care of? What can't we see that's not been taken care of?
Okay, Nisha, I wouldn't have said that, but I think I would be disgusted.
Yeah.
Because why are your fingernails so dirty? I'm a girl and I grow nails and my fingernails aren't that dirty, so. It's just, yeah, you're not a teenager. You know, it's like when some people go into teenage phases, haven't figured out exactly how to look after themselves yet. After a certain age, I beg you, please, with the dirty fingernails and the dirty ears, I beg you, these things, where are they even? I have one sitting right here. It's very cheap. It's very, very cheap. You see this here? It's cheap. Buy some and do this.
Oh, Bob, I have to say something.
Tell me.
I don't recommend earbuds because if you use those,
this is an audiologist.
Yeah, so if you push wax inside, use a warm towel on the outer part of the ear. And if you have excess earwax that people can see, go and get your ears cleaned professionally. Yeah, that's what I would definitely recommend.
That's the advice we need. Don't use the earbuds. My sister said it's bad, but use warm towel. Even when you're in the shower, sometimes I don't even use the cotton buds because when I'm in the shower, like you clean this side and this side and clean it. Why am I seeing things like that? Go away.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Egg.
Yeah. Big major egg.
Major egg.
You know, this might be
Sorry, go on, Ronnie.
No, I just want to say that I think this may be completely off topic, right? But I don't know if you guys heard the debate on Instagram and social media about bathing every day or not bathing every day.
Unless you have depression, I beg you, shower every day. Why?
Depression.
Yeah, because you know that's a symptom of depression.
Yeah. Of
not wanting to shower, like unless
not having the energy.
Severely depressed that you can't find the energy. Shower. What do you mean you shower once every 3 days? The fact that it's not twice a day already, fine, okay. But at least once a day.
At least.
Don't be. It's disgraceful. It's just a no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even an ick. That's a stay away from me. Because listen, if you know me, I'm OCD.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying the term OCD. I have severe compulsions and obsessions about being clean. I will drag you into that shower and you will shower. So don't come near me.
Yeah.
That's right. One of my icks, like if you go on a date and a guy orders things for you, like they don't even wait for you, they just order things for you.
Oh yes.
No. They order your food for you.
Yeah, you didn't say you want that food. Let me
put it out there. I think I've been on actual dates, like to actually intentionally go on a date with someone. I think I've done it 2 or 3. And most of the time, someone I already probably even know. And let me tell you, that has never happened to me. But if I tell you, I will walk. I will pick up my bag and I will walk. You will eat by yourself. I will walk. That has never, God forbid, it will never happen to me.
Yeah.
I will walk. I will walk. I'll just look at you and pick up my bag and be going.
That happened to you before, Kit? I mean, I've never experienced that either. But have you ever experienced that? Has someone ever ordered food for you?
Well, not me per se, but a friend of mine.
Oh my God.
When I heard it, I was just like,
How do you order food for me? How do you know what I want to eat? Even if I order, even if we've been here before and I ordered lamb the first time, how do you know I want that again? I can order my food. I'm good, you know.
You ordered for me. Me that has all these there's a lot of things I can't eat now as well. You want to order for me? I'll say you're trying to kill me. Yeah, you came me. Maybe you brought me here to kill me now. I'm not going to die.
But you know, there are some people who feel like it's the gentleman thing to do, to order the female's food. I don't know about them ordering it before you even say what you want, but just in general. But I'm like, I can order my food. Tongue works.
When I tell you, I will walk. I don't care. I will walk. I don't care if I like you and I've planned our wedding. I'm going. You'll never see me again. What? That's not even an ick. That's a please. You're trying to kill me. Because like I said, I have too many intolerant things I can't eat now. There's so many things I can't eat now. So if somebody did that to me, I would think they were trying to kill me. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Mm, mm. And somebody who sort of undermines my intelligence or makes a play on my intelligence.
Oh,
And I'm like, sir, hello.
oh.
Yeah.
I can see through, like, how can I say, like, some people, like in this dating world, right? They actually have wives, but they just want to go in on these dates and they pretend to be single. And then when they tell you, like, oh, me and my wife are divorced. I'll tell you, one time I had a date with this guy for 5 hours. We had a date for 5 hours. And then towards the end, he says to me, come to my house. Why don't you come to my house? At the beginning, he wanted me to come to his house. I was like, I don't know you, number one. I can't just come to your house like that. You're a stranger. And then basically at the end of the date, he's like, come to my house. But my wife lives in the same house. My ex-wife lives in the same house. I said, excuse me? You're what? You're who? We are grown adults. That's what he said to me. We're grown adults. We understand, like, our divorce is final. But the thing is, nobody really wants to leave that house because it's a house that we put together. So no one really wants to be the one to leave. So I said, I value my life. Thank you very much.
That is
unbelievable.
She's a crazy woman.
I
And
mean,
then
even if she isn't a crazy woman, why you and your ex-wife still in the same house? That's such a strange thing. And you want me to believe that nothing's happening?
Exactly. Yeah. I just said, nah.
And then what if you get married to him? Do you move into? Like, what is gonna happen?
He said to me, get an apartment if you want me to move out.
Oh my God.
And this is actually pictures of this house. It was really beautiful, right? It was really, really like, but I'm just like, nah, not your ex-wife. And that's it. It's like, we're divorced. I'm like, you're a lawyer. You can draft this thing within an hour and then you just pretend like, it's just people. It's just like, it's so shocking.
I think it's safe to say we have icks and we have non-negotiables.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we do that episode on relationships, you will hear more.
Yeah.
But we have icks and there's some, at least like, this ick, if you go and clean your fingernails, we can negotiate a little something. At least you go and clean your ears. Like Charlotte said, go and see your audiologist. We can negotiate a little something to something. But married, non-negotiable. What am I doing here now? Go away. Go back to where the devil sent you from. Because not today, devil. How dare you?
Yeah. Crazy. There's some crazy people. They say it with a straight face and they mean what they say.
And they
like and it's like, do you think I have a brain? Like, to me, that's just like, imagine.
Oh God. But people really need to realize, like, not everybody, maybe somebody's well into that. And that's your own. Do you, baby?
Yeah.
But this person that you're inviting on a date now, that's not their interest. Why? Who sent you? Which kind of devil? So that I can go and rebuke them.
Exactly. Yeah. Offended that I didn't pick him up on his own.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. Please.
My last ick, I think, would probably be, if you treat like servers at a restaurant or cleaners or anybody disrespectful. That is an ick. And I would definitely be like, you said you walk in, I would definitely walk for something like that. Because that tells me a lot, just something bigger about your character. That's a big no.
100%. You're very unkind and you're a mean spirit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My last ick. Well, there's so much more I could tell you. I get the ick over, but the last one, people that invite themselves
to your house.
People that invite themselves to your house, to your event, they just invite themselves.
Yeah.
They come in.
Don't do that to me.
Have you had some people do that often?
I've judged you. Oh, yes. Oh, something. I'm at your door. Excuse me. And I take my security very seriously. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go away. People that just do that, it's a big ick. I won't talk to you again. Even if you're just there to like, oh, I was in the neighbor. You're in the neighborhood. Keep moving in the neighborhood. Just don't come to my door.
Yeah.
Don't come to my door. Ask me before you come.
Yeah.
Big it. Big, especially when it's a guy as well. Like, what are you doing? Did I invite you over?
Agreed.
Why are you inviting yourself? Please go away. Stay away.
Yeah.
I was in the neighborhood. Go jogging. You will jog.
Yeah. It's stalkerish, I think.
It
It's
is.
stalkerish. And sometimes it's even like people that have now become familiar with you. I don't care if you don't invite yourself. I don't care the history we have. Do not invite yourself. Let me invite you.
Yeah.
Don't invite yourself. This is not your house. You can't be walking in and out.
I think for me, it depends on the level of relationship I have with you. Like, there are friends who could come by unannounced and I'm fine, but like, you have to be a friend. Other people, it's like, why have my doorbell? I did not see anybody saying they was coming by, but it just depends on the level of relationship for me. If it's a friend, I don't mind. But
it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter.
To tell you they come in.
Tell me you're coming.
Yeah.
Because I'm not always in the mental space to what's the thing? Most of the time when I have time off, I just want to relax. If I've scheduled with you, we've scheduled it. I'm big on schedules. Schedule the phone call.
Yeah.
Ask me before. Don't show up. I won't open the door. You will freeze. I won't. I've done it before. I've done it before. More than once. And believe me, I will do it again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if I laugh about it, I'm telling you, I'm judging you. Don't invite yourself to my house. Hey, your wahala is too much. No, don't invite yourself to my house, please. Or people that put you on the spot, like, oh, I guess we're going to yours for dinner today. To where? To who? In where? No. Where are you going? Oh yeah, they'll be like, I guess we're coming to yours then. For what?
Barbara is the queen of boundaries, honey.
I even my sister won't do that to me. She will ask me.
Yeah.
She will ask me.
Barbara, what if they just be like, oh, I saw this. This made me think of Barbara. I just want to drop it off to Barbara's house.
Ask Barbara. Barbara, can I come and drop it off? And I'll say yes.
Just a phone call or text.
Yeah, I'm here.
Got it.
Barbara, I'm at the door. Stay there. Yeah. What do you mean you're at the door? Stay there. At that point, I don't want whatever you have. Don't think of me again. I'm pressed. At that point, I'm triggered. I just don't like it. I really do not. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know how I can explain it. I hate it. I hate it.